Hello everyone. In this video we're going to look at a problem that a surveyor has run into in the course of doing uh, his work, and basically the surveyor has found that this distance here is 355 meters. Standing here, the surveyor is trying to find this distance AB across a river. So if you notice, we have two angles and a side. So this is an example of an ASA scenario when it comes to solving triangles. So if we label everything in the standard fashion, we know that the 355 is going to be lowercase a. This side here is going to be B, and AB, the side AB, because it's across the angle C, we use the lowercase c letter for that. So just doing a quick application of the law of sines, we know that sine of A over A equals sine of C over C. Sine A over A equals sine C over C. So we notice here that the unknown that we're looking for is going to be C, so we'll go ahead and solve for C, lowercase c. So just cross multiplying, we get C sine A equals A sine C. So C equals A sine C over sine A. So now we substitute what we know. We notice that we do need to find the measure of angle A because we're going to need it here. So that's going to be easy because the measure of A is going to be 180 degrees less 115 degrees 20 minutes, and then also take away 12 minutes, 12 degrees 10 minutes. So now you can do this by converting these two to pure degrees with no minutes, or you can just use the minutes if your calculator can handle it. I'll show you how to do both ways. So assuming that you don't know how to use it, or your calculator does not have the minute scenario, which is unusual, most of them do, you just have to dig for it and find it. But let's do it without that knowledge. So we're going to basically type in 180 and then minus. So here what we can do is we can open parentheses and then just put 115 plus, we're going to go ahead and convert that 20 to minutes to degrees by just dividing it by 60, like so. So we'll close that parentheses and then we'll say minus, and again we're going to use parentheses, so we're going to put 10 plus 10 over 60 as well. So then when we're done with all that, we get 52.5 degrees. So A equals 52.5 degrees. Now let me also show you, since I promised, how to do it with the minutes on the calculator. So basically what you would do here is you would say 180. You can bring up the angle measures like this. So you push second apps, for instance, on this calculator. Notice degrees, minutes, etc. So we have the degrees, and then we'll go minus 115. So we go second apps again to bring up the degree menu, so we get degrees, and then we're just going to type in 20 and then second apps. This time we're going to choose the second option for minutes, like that, and then minus 12. We'll bring up the menu again, degrees, and then 10 minutes. All right, so when we do that, of course, we get the same answer. So now we're going to go ahead and solve for lowercase c, which is the same as the distance AB, of course. So we first make a note of that. So for A, we're going to go ahead and type in 355. So sine of C, which is 12 degrees 10 minutes, divided by sine of A, and let me go ahead and put that in our picture now. We know that A is 52.5 degrees. So sine of 52.5 degrees. So now we have to carefully type all of that into our calculator again. So I'll go ahead and contain the numerator in parentheses. So we have 355 sine of 12. Let me go ahead and use the degree and minute this time. So I have 10 minutes. So we'll choose option 2. And now we're going to wrap up the numerator, so 2 closed parentheses, and then we're going to divide that by sine of 52.5. And we're going to go ahead and hit enter. So we get approximately 94 meters for the distance across the river. So it's a very simple application of the law of sines. The only thing you have to be careful is how to deal with those degrees and minutes, which I hope you know how to do now. One quick note before we end this video is that I had already made sure that I'm in radian. I'm not in radian mode, and I'm in degree mode. You always have to make sure of that. So by clicking mode, you can see we're in degree mode. If you had handled this when it was in radian mode, you would have gotten some really nonsensical answers. So make sure that your calculator is in degree mode before you start this process. And that's how you handle a problem like that. So be safe until our next video.